Hi friends, very good evening to all. Now we are discussing about a simplest question. It is previously asked TNPSC question. TNPSC 2006 asked this question. It is based on the orbitals, like especially for the d orbitals. The question is the d orbital whose four lobes lie along the axis along the axis is dash Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission Examination 2006. Okay, the options are option A D X Y, option B D X Z, option C D Y Z, option D dx square minus y square. So this is the options. We know very well about d orbitals as the 5 subcells is there, namely dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square minus y square and dz square. The principal quantum number value is 2. Then the principal quantum number is 3. Then the azimuthal quantum number L is equal to 2. M value, M value is minus 2, minus 1, 0, plus 1 and plus 2. The namely dxy, dyz, dxz, dx square minus y square and finally dz square. So now we know very well about d orbital as a Glover leaf shape. We can explain on the basis of axis. It is a x-axis and it is a y-axis. 4 lobes lying in between the axis, the namely xy. So we can write dx dy. So again the 4 lobes in along the axis are either in between the axis, means it is in between the axis, it is the x-axis and it is a z-axis. We can write dxz. The third one is same like 4 lobes in between the axis, namely y and z. So now we can write dy and z. 4 lobes in lying between the axis. The axis are y and z. So the next one is 4 lobes along the axis. It is the along the axis 2 lobes. Again further this is the along the axis. It is a x-axis, it is a y-axis. So now we can write the dx square minus y square. The fifth orbital is dz square orbital. So which means it is a x-axis and let us consider it is a z-axis. 2 lobes along the axis with the center point as the down net. So we know very well about these 3 things are Glover leaf shape and 4 lobes in between the axis. But this case it is also Glover leaf shape, but however the 4 lobes are in lying the axis, but it is also 2 lobes in the along the axis with the presence of down net. So the exact answer is the d orbital whose 4 lobes lie along the axis. It is between the axis, between the axis, between axis. These 3 things are along the axis, but from here only 2 lobes. So from here we are asking 4 lobes. So 4 lobes in lying along the axis. So the exact answer is dx square minus y square. But all these four things are, it is a globe leaf shape. The these things dz square orbital are uh, lying, 2 lobes lying along the axis with the downnet. But 4 lobes means we can omit this option. So the remaining 4 things are there. So the 4 lobes along the axis means these 3 things are lying between the axis and the basis of x, y and z axis. So the exact answer is dx square minus y square. Thank you. Thank you all.